I am Corey Jackson and welcome to my channel. So I started this channel because I really want to be able to share just my journey, my process, my thoughts, my ideas, all the things that got me to this point in life. I'm the guy that went from working at Walmart to playing in the NFL. I am now an entrepreneur, a father, a husband, and a lot of other things that I want to share with you guys. And so on this channel, you're going to see, my real life. You're going to see, things from my style and what I like. I changed the hair up. I like to wear the beard. Just different things I like. You're going to get to see how I interact with my family, my kids, and my thoughts around relationships and family and building family legacy and all of those things. But hopefully the idea is that it resonates with you and connects with you, and you're able to take my experiences and somehow use those to kind of build on what you're doing as well. Once again, I appreciate you being here. If this sounds interesting, sounds like something you may be into, definitely sub to this channel, hit the like button, and we'll get right to it because I got a story for you. I'm the guy that went from working at Walmart to playing in the NFL. And so I'm gonna lay it all out and just how that happened, right? So in high school, I was a basketball player. And so since the age of 5, I knew I wanted to be a basketball player. I knew I wanted to play in the NBA. It was very important to me. And so I played basketball all the time, went to a very small high school. And the goal for me was to get out of high school, get to college, and then get to the NBA. It was just that simple, right? So go through my high school career, had a great career, got down to the end of my high school career. And like I said, I went to a small high school, but I struggled in a lot of areas academically. Went to my guidance counselor one day, said, hey, I'm trying to get to college, trying to make this happen. He said, I don't think so. You need to think about some other alternatives. And so that moment was the first time my dream was crushed, and I no longer believed like I was going to be a professional athlete, right? And so it was crazy because you do something your whole life and you expect to actually accomplish the thing. And it was over just like that. And so I graduated high school. I was working at Walmart, making $7 an hour. And honestly, it was probably the most miserable time of my life. I had no direction. I really just didn't know what to do and how to overcome the situation I was in. And so I was just going through every day just to make it through to the next day. And so I do this for a year, right? And now I'm 19 years old. And my cousin heard about a school in Texas called Ranger College. It was a junior college, and he played football. And he said, hey, they have a basketball team, you probably should check it out. And, I kind of put it off and didn't really do anything about it. But now it's in the back of my mind because we're approaching August, and now I'm like, well, school's starting again, and you start to kind of get that feeling, and you're like, man, I should give it a shot. But I still just put it off. And then one day, it's already August, and it just hit me. It's just like, it's now or never. Like, you either gonna do it now, or you never gonna do it. And I went to Walmart, quit my job, went to the bus station, bought a one-way bus ticket because that's all I could afford. And I ended up hopping on a bus. It was a 2-day bus ride. Never been out of South Carolina. 2-day bus drive. It's hot. It's smelly. I'm on this bus. I'm scared. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was terrified. I didn't know what was gonna happen. And by the way, I didn't apply for the school or enrolled in the school. The coach didn't even know I was coming, right? And so I had all this to think about on this 2-day ride. And so I get there and we get off the bus. Everybody gets off in this little town. And I'm like, okay, I gotta get to the school. So I call the school, asked to speak to the basketball coach. Guy comes on the phone, we started talking. I'm just telling him who I am. I'm Corey Jackson, I play basketball. I'm a power forward, I wanna play basketball for you. And I'm going through this whole process of like just explaining to him how I wanted to play basketball for him. And he said, okay, that's great. It's good to hear, Corey. well, have your coach send me some film. I'll look at the film and then decide, what we want to do from there. He had no idea that I was already at the bus station. I was already there. So I said, well, I can't do that because I'm at the bus station and I need a ride. Phone goes silent, right? The guy doesn't say anything. And I'm like, oh God, like, did he hang up? And then finally the guy says, well, Corey, how big are you? And at the time I was about 6'5". So I said, Coach, I'm 6'8". Because I knew for a fact that there's not a college basketball coach in America that's going to leave a 6'8" basketball player sitting at the bus station, right? So the guy says, well, if you ain't 6'8", I'm leaving you at the bus station, and hung up the phone. So now I'm even more terrified. I'm like, bro, why did I say that, And so the guy, sure enough, he pulls up to the bus station, hops out, looks me up and down, says, close enough, get in the car. But we hop in the car, right? And we're driving. The guy says, hey, man, I can't help you. He says, I have 25 basketball players on my team. I don't need another basketball player. He said, even if I needed another basketball player, I don't have any scholarships. And even if I had scholarships, you haven't applied for the school, you haven't enrolled in the school, you haven't been accepted in the school. It's nothing I can do, right? So he takes me to the admissions office, drops me off. So I go in there, do paperwork, do everything I can. I'm trying to get in school. I done came this far. So I'm like, I might as well try to get in. So I do all the paperwork. They said, well, we think you can get in, but how you gonna pay for it? I have $0, right? So I said, well, I got an idea how I'm gonna pay for it, and it's like, okay, well, you gotta let us know. So I leave the admissions office and I walk out the door, and literally like a couple 100 yards away is gymnasium. I could see it, like right there. And so I start walking towards the gym. I get there, both of the doors are open. I can hear the guys in there playing, so I walk in, sit down, start watching them play. Watch a few games, and the next thing you know, the coach comes up and says, hey man, they're just playing pickup. If you want to hop in the next game, feel free to hop in. I said, okay, cool. I'm a hooper too, so I'm already, I'm ready to hoop. Like, I just hopped off the bus ready to hoop. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nothing. I got my hoop shorts, I'm ready, And so I'm sitting there, next game comes, I hop on the court, and I'm on the court for less than 30 seconds. A guy on my team gets the ball. Obviously, I'm the new guy. Nobody's going to pass me the ball, right? And the guy takes this horrible, awkward-looking three-point shot. Ball's flying through the air. And I'm already saying to myself, this guy's going to miss. So I'm going to the paint, try to get position, get the rebound. Ball flies through the air, hits the back of the rim, pop up. So I jump, and 3 other guys, they jump too. And so now we all in the air fighting for this ball. And the ball just hovering, right? And I'm reaching for it. Stay tuned, guys, for part 2. I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys how it all went down and how it all played out. But right now I'm hovering in the air and I'm trying to get this ball. But stay tuned for part 2. Appreciate you.